Hey guys, out here in the shop today working on a lot of flags, trying to get some orders filled. And as I'm staining the union and trying to prevent the blue from bleeding over onto the red, I happen to remember that a lot of people was asking me about this. This is a frequently asked question. How do you prevent blue or red from bleeding from one to the other? So here's how you do it. Check it out. Okay, the first thing I do is take the top 7 strips of the flag and make sure the outside edges are flush. Once I've done that, I can use the clamp to clamp the boards together and then use the stencil as a guide for me to make the mark for the union. Now you see a mark there on the board. I made that mark and then I decided to make the video. So I come back and now I'm just going through the process. Once I make sure the stars are straight, I'll make the mark with a pencil and then I'll take my pocket knife and cut right down that line. My pocket knife's really sharp and I'll cut fairly deep. Maybe just over 1/16 of an inch deep, and that will cut through the top grain, and that will help prevent stain from following the grain. If you just use tape, stain can still follow the grain up under the tape. Once you cut that grain, then hopefully that will prevent any stain from going up under the tape. Now again, you'll still need to use tape, but when you do use tape, put it right along the edge of the cut that you've made, and I just use my fingernail, sometimes a pocket knife, the dull side of a pocket knife, and push the edge of the tape down inside of the cut, and that again will help prevent stain from getting under the tape. Now when I'm applying the stain, I do apply it pretty heavily, but I always pull away from the tape. When you're brushing, just brush away from the tape, don't brush toward the tape. Touching the tape's okay, but if you brush toward it, there's a good chance you're going to push stain up under it, even if there's a cut there. Now once I pull the tape off, you should see a good crisp line. This is the one that you just saw me stain, and the lines are pretty good. You can see it's not bleeding over at all. All right, and this one obviously is put together and it has been stained. And it's good and dry now, but I just wanted to show you the line. You look really close right here, you may see a little bleed over, but that's in right here. But it's very minimum amount, and it's not enough that's really going to be noticed once you torch the flag. All right guys, that's it. That's how I prevent the stain from bleeding from one color to the other. Now, it works most of the time for me. Once in a while, it will bleed over. It'll jump across there. You can't help it, it's gonna happen. But this works most of the time and prevents a lot of bleed over. It's a lot better than just having the tape there. Having that little cut or that little line helps a lot. Check it out, give it a try, see if it works for you. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.